Okay, so for my project, I built this music box. Here is the inside of it. Okay, now before I explain how my electrical music box works, I thought I would explain how a normal one works for me, because that's what my design over here is based off. Okay, so I'm going to demonstrate how this music box plays the same melody that I will be using on my electrical music box. You can stop it. I wanted to keep the concept of using a paper with holes to produce sound out of my music box, and I did so. I achieved this by using light sensors. So I have my custom paper right here with holes on them to produce sound by allowing light to pass through them into the photoresistors of 20 light sensors here, positioned in a way that they're all right next to each other so that it's a little space efficient. I positioned these light sensors like this using this platform that I created for them. Run into a few problems with this design though, as these light sensors here, when light passes through them, they send a low digital signal, a zero. And the way I wanted my product to work was to take inputs as high and making the Arduino microcontroller react to that and play a certain note based on which light sensor was set to high. So to solve this, I used a couple of not IC chips here that converted all the lows into highs. Shortly after solving that problem, I ran into another problem, and that's with my sensors here. I have 20 light sensors lined up here, and well, that's not enough for my microcontroller. I can only receive, looks like, 13 digital inputs. So I did some research online and found out that I can expand that using shift registers. So I have 3 shift registers here. Each shift register can take 8 inputs, meaning I needed 3 for all 20 of mine, while only taking 3 pins out of my microcontroller. Now, unfortunately, I couldn't successfully create a method for passing my paper through my light sensors. Originally, I had an idea to use the stepper motor to make the paper go through the light sensors in a certain fixed space. Red, using these buttons here, making red, making the paper allowing it to go slow. Yellow, passing the paper at a normal pace, and green, making the paper go by at a quick pace. This was unsuccessful because I was not able to find a cylinder to fit into my stepper motor here, which would also be able to have enough friction to drag my paper music sheet. Okay, so to sum up my project here, I will be pulling this paper with holes on it that allow light to pass through to these light sensors that send a signal to my microcontroller that sends another output signal to these speakers here to generate noise. Now, unfortunately, due to the limitations of the microcontroller, it's not going to sound anywhere as good as a real music box as here. And due to me not having an effective way of passing my paper over the light sensors, it's not going to sound as fluid as well. So just keep a note of that.